We're on our way to a house in Natomas today, the little bit of a different example house for us. Most of the time, before we buy a house, we know the condition, whether or not it's in good shape, in bad shape, there's a lot of work, there isn't a lot of work. This one happened to be one where we had a previous tenant in the property. We tried to offer them a cash for keys deal. That didn't work out very well. When we did the sheriff eviction, on the day of sheriff eviction when we showed up, the house was completely gutted. So this will be an interesting project for us. Usually we would start construction on it right away. Because we had the deal with the tenant, first we wanted to see if the insurance company would take a look at the property, see if there was a way that we'd be able to use an insurance claim of vandalism. The insurance claim was denied, and so now we're ready to start our construction project on it to get everything wrapped up. So we have bought and sold a lot of houses in Natomas in this area. It's a very familiar area for us as we head over there. There's actually, as we start driving through, I see several houses that over the last couple of years that we've bought and sold as we're getting closer to the property. And then this one in particular, we recently closed a house about a block away. So we're pretty comfortable with the sales in the neighborhood and what it's going to take to sell the property, what we're going to be able to sell it for. The only downside is where we were expecting to pay cash for keys and have a minimal fix-up. Now it's looking like we're going to have some major fix-up required. We sold a house right on that street about 6 months ago, and another one just right here about a year ago. And now we're getting closer to the project we're going to be working on. So here we go. Let's go take a look. All right, so if you want to follow me up, this is it's only the second time I've been in the house. You can still see the sheriff eviction paperwork on the door for the day we got here with the sheriff. So this property, you can see that they decided that when they left, they wanted to take the handrails with them. The handrails aren't taken very often. It's very seldom that somebody finds a value in that. But they are very expensive and difficult to put back together, but hopefully that's something we'll be able to wrap up today. It's not as common for it to be, for them to take everything like this. As you can see on some of it we've got drywall damage that we'll be dealing with before we can paint it. Probably happened when they were shifting the walls to rip the cabinets out. This used to have nice cabinets in here, and now it's been totally ripped out. If you look over here, you can actually see the old countertop. So this was the tile countertop, the part of the cabinets. So they decided to rip this off, throw it on the ground, take the cabinets with them. The amazing thing is there really isn't that much value in something like this. So they aren't going to be able to make a whole lot of money. It was mostly they were angry, they wanted to take the stuff, and they did. Lots of holes in the wall. I mean, this looks like it was just they took a hammer and just started hitting a few different places, just a little final word. They took all of the wooden doors here. And I forgot how messy it was. I mean, just from the tile breaking and stuff on the ground, there's just a lot of little damage. It's not quite safe to be walking through right now. Had some sort of a strange little storage system out here from, looks like signs that were stolen from the highway. As we look around the side yard, there's lots of little trash, boxes of stuff. If they were going to tear up the inside like that, they didn't care much about what the outside was going to look like. Now, when I get to the top of the stairs, I see that I don't really like this carpet. So rather than cleaning it all, looks like we're probably going to want to replace a lot of the carpet upstairs. So, the stair carpet looked good. There's enough stuff that's bad up here. So this will affect our schedule a little bit. Hopefully our carpet guy can get in on Thursday. And this is where they decided is to rip out the cabinets and get rid of it. And here, after this cleans up, this actually won't feel like a major project. It's really interesting when we walk through houses like this because you have to think of, were the people taking stuff because of money and they thought there was a value in it, or were they taking the things because they were angry? A lot of the damage in here, it looks like it was mostly anger or thinking they had some sort of a value. They decided not to take the cabinets in here, but they did take the sinks. That's a very awkward sized sink. It'll be very difficult for us to find the right fit for that countertop. So hopefully we're able to find a sink that works there. So looks like we've got our hands full this week. Looks like it's going to be a pretty good project. I have an idea what I want to do. Next step is now I just need to call some of my guys, bring them in, kind of show them the scope, and see if we can really take a house like this and within 5 days make it look like it's brand new again and sell it. So let's call the guys. Hey, just did my walkthrough over at the house. I got a pretty good idea what we need to do over here. Why don't you head over with the guys so we can go through it together and you guys can start knocking this thing out. All right, bye.